What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Gonna talk about 6 Up and 7 Down from last night WWE Raw, August 31st. This comes from WhatCulture.com. WWE took the momentum of last week and pumped the brake Monday evening, slowing things down a bit so everyone could readjust themselves. After last week's surprise return, it was doubtful that WWE was going to top Raw this week, so viewers needed to bring expectation level down to something a little more manageable. Even with fans expecting a more normal episode, it still fell short of expectation. Dean made his presence felt right away and declared that he wanted to be champion and to fill the void in this trophy case. Nikki Bella continued her effort to back into history. WWE plugged a crappy soap opera over a real storyline, and the company aimed high and fell short with a Diva beat the clock challenge. Despite these shortcomings, Raw provided a few fun moments, with new and existing wrestlers being put over strongly and the title being portrayed as something everyone wants. The Night of Champions pay-per-view is 3 weeks away, and 3 title matches already are set, while others are in motion. It's obvious WWE took its foot off the gas a little, but at least it's coasting downhill rather than drifting to a halt. So what scored a pinfall and what was left looking up at the light Monday night? Let's get to it. Down. Number 7. A vigilante for titles. When Sting came into WWE last year, his sole stated purpose was to take down the Authority. He interfered at SummerSlam to send them away forever. He got Dolph Ziggler and company's job back by interfering in another match. He fought Triple H at WrestleMania 31 to stop the Authority. But now it looks like Sting is back for one thing, the exclusive world title he has never held, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and while that's fine, it didn't help that the Stinger spent a good deal of his promo talking up what a great man Triple H is and barely a syllable about beating Rollins to stick it to the Authority. As good as it is to see Sting back, intense and focused on a defined goal, it would have been nice if he hadn't shifted gears from wanting to topple the Authority to praising Triple H. Let's get the barely negative mark for now. Hopefully Sting will refocus a little to try to bring the Authority down a peg or two. Number 6. Record-breaking awfulness. We now reach the point where Nikki Bella is putting up a countdown to her record-setting Diva Championship reign on the Bellatron, showing that she's 2 weeks away from breaking AJ Lee's record 295-day reign. The bad news is that she hasn't defended her title in 58 days. The good news is that she will defend her title against Charlotte as Night of Champion. But the bad news is that this will take place a week after Nikki breaks AJ record and just after she eclipsed 300 days, so she is setting a record by not defending the title for 75 plus days, or 1/4 of her entire reign. On one hand, this literally awful Bellatron helped finally establish Nikki and Team Bella as villainous. Bragging about a title reign when you never defend the title is a surefire way to get heat. But here where the real frustration set in. No one is calling Nikki on it. Shouldn't Paige or Charlotte call her out for not defending her title since July 4th? Wouldn't that add some meaning to things? There is one thing that could really turn things around if WWE wanted to be bold. Have Charlotte cash in her title shot for the Diva Championship in 2 weeks on Raw. It would be just a day short of 295 days, which will add a huge layer of intrigue to the record rather than just letting it pass unchallenged for 2.5 months. Number 5. Naturally selective. Say what you will about the Divas Revolution sputtering, but WWE had to act like it's still a big deal, right? Much like the fan turned on Roman Reigns earlier this year and he still was pushed hard up to WrestleMania, WWE still had to pony up for the women and hope that the creative team stopped tripping over itself. But it doesn't help the announcers are so busy talking about the WWE Snapchat account. No, seriously, that they forget to call a wrestler finishing move. That's exactly what happened to Charlotte during her beat the clock match against Brie Bella. After Brie spent most of the match running away, Charlotte nailed her with natural selection. Her other finishing move besides the figure eight, but Michael Cole was too busy discussing Snapchat. He barely reacted and seemed more surprised that Charlotte won, as if she got a pin off a clothesline. Most likely Cole had businessmen or someone in his ear telling him to talk about social media more, but missing a finishing move and all about ignoring its impact just further demeaned the product in the ring. Would UFC announcers be occupied talking about Twitter and miss calling Ronda Rousey armbar? Number 4. Forgetting his meds. Everyone had a bad day, but poor JBL clearly was off his game Monday night. When a fan watching Raw had to connect plot points because the announcer failed, then you have to wonder, what's the point of having them around? Sure, calling the famed pink rabbit that would bang a drum and keep going and going and going. The ever ready button instead of the Energizer button is bad, but it was forgivable. What wasn't worth having Miz sit next to JBL during the Intercontinental Championship match and talk repeatedly about how Big Show cost him his title match months ago, and then forget all about it moments later when Miz interfered to cost Show the match. JBL speculated that for some reason Miz decided to interfere when the Awesome One gave his exact reason a few minutes earlier, and it actually was a decent reason. What worse is that no one caught it and set the record straight. So even when the performer teed up a logical storyline payoff, connecting something that happened 4 months ago, the message still gets dropped. Number 3. Stroking the boss ego. Did you know that Triple H is the man, and even the people who he beat by using a sledgehammer still respect him? Did you know that he's still the measuring stick which all other world champions are measured against? In case you didn't know this, WWE proudly provided this information on Raw via Sting and Stephanie McMahon. Sting called WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins how the man Triple H is, which Stephanie quickly seized on and told a podium Rollins that legends are built over time, as she clearly was calling her husband a legendary champ. Look, Triple H was a great wrestler and former champ, and it's reasonable that he, the character, would have an ego about being one of the greatest champions of all time. But the combination of Sting talking about how he respects Hunter with Stephanie crowing about him just smack of the kind of revisionism that drive longtime fans crazy. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena all were standard bearers during Triple H time, and they could make cases for being better. If WWE is going to do this self-aggrandizing stuff about Triple H, it better lead to a master versus student match, or else it's just meaningless ego stroking. Number 2. Russian soap opera. Just when you thought the Rusev Dolph Ziggler and Summer Rae Lana storyline was moving ahead at a decent clip for the first time in a couple months, WWE writers decided that we needed a little daytime television without wrestling, turning it into a ridiculous mini soap opera so bad you could hear fans groaning. The issue in question was Summer Rae sneaking into Dolph's dressing room and emerging later with a naked Ziggler shaking her off. She then lied and pretended that he invited her in and tried to seduce her. This, of course, pissed off Lana, and she wouldn't talk to Dolph. Never mind that the video showed Summer sneaking not being invited in. Never mind that this is just meaningless background noise for a feud between two talented wrestlers involving a woman once viewed to be a huge breakout star. How this helped anybody is beyond comprehension at this time. Number 1. Pay-per-view quality matchup, FF quality match. Paige vs. Sasha Banks is a matchup that has the potential to be a top-flight pay-per-view bout, something that could rival Sasha's match against Bayley at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Paige had been wrestling more than half her young life, and Banks has proven that she's one of the best in the game right now. So you would think that when they first square off, it would be a big deal. But you be wrong. The two met for the first time as part of the Beat the Clock Challenge. Charlotte beat Brie Bella, and Becky Lynch defeated Alicia Fox for a PCB member to determine the #1 contender for the Diva Championship. Yet the match consists of both women frantically going for pinfall since Paige had to be Charlotte. Time of 1 minute 40 seconds, she did it, and the match immediately ended. It was a total waste of time and should be fast forward and deleted from memory, which really is a shame to say that. What doesn't make sense is that there are other women on the roster who could have come out and hung with Paige for 2 minutes. Emma, Natalya, even Cameron could have been called upon. It also bears mention that Sasha had nothing to gain out other than the satisfaction of preventing Paige from getting a title shot. Why not say that if she wins in a quicker time, then she gets the title match? It would add real stake to the bout beyond playing the delay game. Number 6. Big guys win fans over. It's easy to phone it in when the fans turn on a match or sit on their hands. Critics had to go to Big Show and Ryback for hanging in there Monday and overcoming an apathetic crowd that only seemed interested in asking Show to retire, a request that he took the mic and declined. The two behemoths engaged in what turned out to be a pretty decent power match, with Ryback slamming Show over the top rope and the Giant turning the big guy meat hook clothesline attempt into a spear. Those exchanges had fans cheering along and countering pinfall, which was nice to hear. Considering Big Show matches sometimes are hotbed of opacity, it also was nice to have an Intercontinental Championship match on Raw, which hopefully means that Ryback can move on to other challenges. However, winning with mere distraction means we could be subject to more of this trio fighting, which would be a down on its own. Number 5. Points for trying something new. As crucial as this column has been about the Beat the Clock Challenge and how it was executed, WWE deserves the faintest amount of praise for trying something different with its women's wrestler. As was plugged throughout Raw, the competition was the first of its kind for the women, and it finally had the Diva Revolution focus on the championship rather than just meaningless competition. More could have been done about setting this up, such as the stipulation announced for the 3-team elimination match at SummerSlam, that the winning team would get a title opportunity with the Pacific member chosen later, rather than dropping this from the heavens. And some probably feel that a Beat the Clock challenge just encouraged going back to ultra short women's matches, but if this Diva Revolution is going to succeed in any fashion, the focus needs to be on competing to be the best and winning the Diva Championship, not having good matches that have no consequence each week. This at least moves the needle a little. Number 4. Owens avoids 50-50 booking. When WWE announced a SummerSlam rematch between evenly matched Cesaro and Kevin Owens, fans would be forgiven as they thought they could predict the outcome. Cesaro managed to eke out a victory. It's a booking strategy WWE had beaten into the ground. Book one guy to win the first match of the feud, then the other wins the next, setting off a potential tiebreaker or just more matches to trade wins. However, Owens capitalized on Cesaro's injured rib and picked up his second win in 8 days over the Swiss Superman. While that booking might frustrate many Cesaro fans, it was refreshing to see one guy come out of the chute and win a couple hard-fought matches. In both cases, it was a small mistake or injury that cost Cesaro, but both were pretty clean wins for Owens, which helped him out. Now, this feud will likely continue, and it's very possible Cesaro will win a couple encounters and not all evenly matched. Feuds are a bad idea, but this was a nice start and once again produced an entertaining match between two of the best WWE has to offer right now. Number 3. Crushing debut. Similarly, WWE managed to provide a really strong in-ring debut for Braun Strowman Monday night. The newest member of the Wyatt family came in last week and dominated, then picked right back up where he left off on Raw. running roughshod over Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Strowman managed to decimate two-thirds of the Shield almost single-handedly, a feat that should be a big deal. Sadly, he didn't get to show how developed he is in the ring, though that might not be the plan with him. It's possible given his size that he's destined for life in short quadrant matches, often against much smaller opponents. For now, though, Strowman looked impressive enough tossing Ambrose and Reigns around. He'll provide some needed muscle for the Wyatt, and if he is able to back up his size with wrestling ability, then bully for him. Number 2, stop the table posture. How good is New Day right now? The clapping trio managed to label the Dudley Boyz as menaces to culture. The group tag team championship and furniture everywhere. The group table wrestled special Thanksgiving, poker, pool, periodic, multiplication, followed by producing a bubble wrap table was so good that it harkened back to the days of Edge and Christian, a tag team who ruled on the mic to the point that they got cheered even though they clearly were villains. New Day is an excellent foil for the returning Dudley. Bubba Ray and Devon are a top-flight team, and New Day is gifted both in the ring and on the mic. They will be able to keep fans solidly behind the Dudley, and in turn hopefully elevate the tag division. Sure, there will be a tag title reign for the 9-time former champ, but let's hope it comes after New Day has gotten a proper run as champ. And number 1, pulling double duty. Night of Champions had to be the worst possible time to be a dual champion. With all titles on the line, this means that Seth Rollins will have to defend both his WWE World Heavyweight Championship and United States Championship. Making matters worse is that he'll be facing Sting and John Cena respectively. While that bad for Cena is good news for fans, as Rollins is one of the best wrestlers on the roster right now and constantly brings his A-game to big matches. Additionally, there's an interesting dynamic that wasn't explored Monday, but it could take center stage in the build-up. Who faces Rollins first? Whoever has the second match has an advantage because Rollins will be worn down from the first bout. Maybe that will be addressed in some fashion. Coin toss, more prestigious title goes last, but it's an interesting proposition as it stands. It makes for an interesting situation at Night of Champions. Well, that is, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.